Evening, Jensen.
Evening. Can I just applaud you for that amazing intro?
Oh, hey, thanks, man. That was fun.
Honestly, that's top shelf stuff, man.
Honestly, like I just try to find some fun stuff to throw into this thing. I like the background, obviously, too. That's new. We add in a little bit of fun
Yeah.
snow stuff. So, welcome, Deke. I see you in the comments there. Rennie, festive. Thank you. Yeah, we just have it's fun. It's Christmas time. Look, I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. Go Vikings.
Go Bikes.
Go Vikings. Oh, Pops, Merry Christmas. How you doing?
So just for the record, I can't see the comments.
Oh,
I think that you're the
here.
administrator.
Okay, as always, look at that, Deke.
Oh, there we go.
First. What is that? I don't even know what that means. Rennie, festive.
Rennie,
Thanks,
festive,
boss.
yes.
Good to see you. That's my dad. Merry Christmas,
Hey,
Dad.
Ron.
I'll see you in a couple days. That's my Aunt Penny.
Hey,
Merry
Penny.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And there's
Holly.
my mom.
Merry evening to you, Holly.
Evening, Ma and Pa and Auntie. Family affair. Love it. They're always watching every Thursday night. Thanks, guys.
Very cool.
That's the support. Yeah. Good,
So
man.
this is going to be fun. We're going to have a good time tonight. This is we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants a little bit.
We are flying by the seat of our pants a little bit. It's like buckle in. Like we're supposed to get this giant snowstorm.
Yes.
Looks okay right now, but it's coming.
I guess people say it's coming. I don't know. It's a crapshoot, right? I looked at the Weather Network radar and it looked like it might miss, but anyway, who knows?
Yeah. Well, either way, things are canceled. Schools are canceled, so we're buckled in with the kids tomorrow as well. There's Bobo. It's Thursday.
It is Thursday, my friend.
Merry Christmas, Bobo. Welcome. Thanks, everybody. Good to see you. Yeah, hope everybody's keeping safe, ready for the holidays. I am ready. I've got this.
I'm a little lower than you.
You are, but I went and tried something. I went and got something new thanks to a friend, Kevin.
Blanton's?
No, it's a Maker's Mark. Yeah.
Not a big fan of that one.
No, I haven't tried it. So Kevin said he's a Maker's fan, or well, he at least suggested it. So I said, all right, I'll give it a shot this time. So I've got it ready to go.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see what you think of that. They have, I think it's called 68. It's kind of their like elite brand or whatever, but it's a little bit better than that. Makers it's okay, but it's not a basil.
Easy, Jensen. Easy.
Telling it like it is, my friend.
I gotta say, actually, so I did. We hung out. I went over to your place. I hung out, and hold on real quick. Semeniuk.
Mr. Semenik. Oh, look at that.
It's here, logged in from the North Pole. Wait, hold on a second. Is he Santa or are you Santa?
I meant to say Satan, but I spelled it wrong.
But you spelled it wrong.
Oops.
Yeah. So we hung out, got over there. Go Bills. Go Bills. Stop it. So went over there and you actually gave me a sip of your Blanton's. Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly. And it is as good.
Like completely backwards, like wrong hand, everything. There.
It was good, man. It was really good. I got to hand it to you. It was great. Add in a little bit of water. I kind of gave a little bit of what I knew about bourbon and adding some water into your bourbon to dilute it on purpose to give it some flavor you like. The ice cubes worked. Blanton's is great. I'm a fan. I don't think it's overrated.
Next year, get yourself a bottle.
I'll try.
It's like a little game. Like it's very. You never know where it's going to pop up because it doesn't go everywhere, and it's only there for like 2 weeks. So you really got to hustle.
If that, I mean, shoot.
It's kind of fun.
Absolutely.
What was that thing you told me about the lottery?
Oh yeah, okay. So my in-laws in Florida, they went to see if they could get a bottle there, thinking maybe it'd be easier there. So I think, and to my knowledge, it's you have to be on like a member of. You have to be a member of the liquor store or something like that. Okay. But then to even find out about it, and then if you want it, you got to put your name in, and then they got to draw your name. So it's not even about being there first. You have to, it's a lottery. It's like you gotta join their club and then get your name drawn for a bottle of bourbon.
That's crazy, yeah.
Pretty crazy, but
it's in high demand.
High demand, but it's good. It is good. Thank you so much for offering some of that up.
Oh, you're welcome.
appreciate it.
Please. Yeah.
Christmas time, as we've been saying, you just released a little, a pretty cool playlist, and like
Yes.
third Christmas playlist. I can't
So
even
I thought
one.
I thought that would be kind of fun to do, just because I had talked about my kind of first playlist last year, and it's a little different. There's some classics on there, but it's like new stuff, and it's in the spirit of sharing music, as just as we do here, right? I love learning about new stuff, and so this is a playlist that I just put up last week that plays a lot here in the Jensen house. When my first playlist kind of gets complained about by everybody because I played it too much. So,
This
there it
thing
is.
right here.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's the first half of it is very kind of almost celestial, right? It's very kind of Christmassy.
Okay.
And then the second half of it, there's Bublé in the middle.
Oh yeah.
The second half of it, and K-Star, by the way, like super great performance on that. And Boney M. So those three songs kind of are form the middle of it. And then it goes into some rock hero stuff. So Pretenders, and then John Prine. That's a funny song. And then ELP, Billy Squier. Yeah, that Willie Porter one underneath that is a new. It's a newer tune. It's rocked up. It kind of sounds like a little heavier.
Okay.
And then the Billy Idol one is funny. I don't know if anybody's ever heard this stuff. Comment if you have, but it's so bizarre that it just keeps coming back every year because I laugh every time I hear it. And then the rest. I mean, Tom Petty, the Kinks, Julian Casablancas from the Strokes, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And the Crows with a little double entendre, old blues.
I don't get it. Okay, go ahead.
And then an old chestnut from Bing Crosby.
Do you hear what I hear?
Yes. Yeah. So it's a good little playlist.
That's cool, man. I went through. I listened to some of it.
Yeah.
I listened to some. Like, you know what? I guess I'm a Scrooge here, man. I am Christmas music.
Don't like it.
I should say, like, as I was listening to this, I was like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, no.
You might get it. You might get it later on. Here's the thing that
you go.
My mindset relative to Christmas music is this: like, you don't listen to this any other time of year.
Right? Well, that's
so you've got basically 3 or 4 weeks.
That's 100% right. And that's 100% right.
By the end of that 4 weeks, like, I'm done with this stuff because it plays every day. Right?
It's over. Absolutely. Yeah. I got some I do like. You know what? I'm more of a crooner. I'm a crooner fan. Like I love.
You're a crooner yourself. We know that actually from being on the show with you here, all the viewers and I. It's too bad we didn't have like a little montage of you with all your
singing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I do. It's just an old one. Can I play it anyways? Should I play it? Okay, it's 30 seconds. You've seen it. If you're here before, you've seen. All right, here we go, real quick. Alimony, I got a contract on you.
Say goodbye, I'll be leaving in the morning. Well, my Michelle. All my life, I'm gonna live it up. Under the weather, never felt better.
You're holding back on me.
So yeah, so there's that. But
have you not been signed to a major label at this point?
It's weird. Competition's stiff these days, man. Competition is stiff. So I just like the crooners. Like, to me, it's all about the Bing Crosbys, the K-Stars, the Harry Belafontes. I'm looking at a playlist. Like, nice. Love listen. Like, that to me is Christmas music. It's like the old, like, you hear the crackling of the vinyl. It's like that to me is what. And then I hear things that are like these days. I'm like, this is too. Like, you know what? They should stop remaking Christmas music because you know what? Frank, Dino, Harry, Poindexter. Johnny Mathis, like Nat, they've all done it.
Nat King Cole. There's a guy. There's a guy, Alex. God damn it.
Tell me about the guy.
Oh, Nat King Cole. Smooth like silk.
Yeah.
Love him. Yeah.
Oh man, it is. So that to me is like really, I get excited about that kind of Christmas music. And then there's one other group called the Good Lovelies. Actually, Karina and I went and saw them at Massey Hall last week.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. Part of they have some great Christmas albums. They do a Christmas tour every year, so they've got some really nice stuff. But again, reminiscent of like the crooner type. They're a great trio, amazing harmonies, and that's really where I'm into the Christmas style of music. But I will say, of course, you have on your playlist there the Tom Petty Christmas All Over Again, and I mean you can't go wrong with Tom Petty.
See, the thing is, like, all this stuff is just meant to be a little bit goofy, right? And I said in the podcast, this stuff shows you another side that you don't normally see of these guys. And, Petty doing Refugee and American Girl and stuff like that, and taking himself a lot more seriously. But these songs are just fun.
Oh yeah,
and that's part of the allure.
Absolutely, yeah, and yeah, you know what? It is. I guess it is fun. I prefer reverting to the old styles. The old styles around the Christmas season.
I get you. So no Wham Last Christmas for you then?
Oh my goodness. Wham Last Christmas might be one of the most awful Christmas songs I've ever, buddy.
I know.
Buddy. See,
I'm not a big fan. The people playing drums with their fingers, like you can just like a drum machine. It's just like, so awful.
Okay, but let's just clear the air here. We both love All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey, correct?
No, I don't like that one. That's like done. When I hear that, I turn it off.
Are you? Wow.
I heard it the other day. I got in the car and I was on my way to get groceries and that came on and I turned the station. Like I turned the volume off.
I thought you were going to say you crashed your car. You were just like, no!
I turned it off. That's a Christmas song I refuse to listen to.
Yeah. Okay, got a few comments.
But what about Wonderful Christmas Time? Put the comments up.
Well, I'm just trying to see. Yeah, there's a couple here. Okay. Oh, well, we're going back a little bit here. Ron, Mero. That is funny. Oh, yeah, Mike, I'm with you. Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues. You know what? Craig Cardiff, he's a Canadian singer-songwriter. I've had the pleasure and opportunity to work with him on some projects. He does a great version of this song as well. See, here come my parents to my rescue. You need to put an album out for sure, son. See, that was following my nice singing thing. And then Mike, Holy Strangled Cat. Yep, that was also, is that the name of the album, Mike? Is that what I'll call it? Holy Strangled Cat. Holly Cole is also amazing. Holly Cole, sorry, Christmas.
I agree.
Okay, good. Sweet. Don't Believe in Christmas by the Sonics. Rennie's bringing that one up. Do you know that one?
I don't know that one.
Don't know that one. Rennie, we're going to go check that out.
Thank you. I'm going to check that out for sure.
Yeah. Where did I leave off? Did we crashed your car listening to Fairy Tale? Okay. Yeah. It's Christmas music is fine. There's some good ones you can find, but overall, it's
we all have our paths, Alex.
We do.
We truly do.
So wait, just tell me. So you have 3 playlists. How often are you going through these playlists then?
Daily. So every day. So for that hot period, right? From, I don't know, like, okay, so I'll take you all the way back. So we start American Thanksgiving. So this is noteworthy. So on American Thanksgiving, which is the last Friday of November, we put the tree up and we celebrate American Thanksgiving.
Nice.
So just because it's cool, because it's the gateway into Christmas, right? Really it is. So it's the way that the Americans do it is on Thursday, they have American Thanksgiving, last Thursday of November. And then Friday is what's called Black Friday, shopping day.
Yeah.
But on that Friday night, we will put the tree up. And the very first song from the very first album is Happy Christmas by Scott Weiland. And if you haven't heard this Christmas record, you guys, like, you got to get this. It's The Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Scott Weiland. The first time I heard it, I was confused because I thought, like, is he mocking, Bing Crosby and stuff? Because he emulates it, but he's not. He said in an interview, he said, no, it's a tribute because when I was a kid, Christmas was a very warm time in my household. And it was one of the times where everybody was very bonded and very communal, and it was very cozy. And that song was, those songs were always playing. And Bing, and to your point, Johnny Mathis and Nat King Cole and all the greats were heard through the house, and that gave him a sense of comfort. And he put this album out as a tribute to them, and it's good. It's damn good. My favorite Christmas record. Yeah, so check it out.
What band's you from, Scott Weiland?
STP, Stone Temple Pilots.
Right.
You didn't know that? Do we need to bring an STP? Do we have to bring an STP record on the show?
I'm on a musical journey. Of course you do.
Anybody comments, folks? Do we want to hear STP?
If you have to ask me, then the answer is yes. The answer is the answer is no. The answer is yes. It needs to come on the show.
See, I was wondering where that cutoff line was, because we could do STP, we could do Alice in Chains, we could do Pearl Jam, Soundgarden.
Yeah.
Right. We could do obviously Nirvana, but we
can always get there. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of albums. Yeah,
we do. So what were some of the what were your favorite records in 2022 that we went through, if you can remember?
Oh, if I can remember, I got a whole list here. I got them right in front of me. So we went through a lot. Okay. We had 47 episodes. Yeah. Hey man, really? Props through the screen for that, because that's I don't want to just pat ourselves on the back here. I'm going to
47,
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 47. Yeah, 15, and we're putting out. Well, I mean, maybe even 48, depending on what you call this. So, yeah, plenty. All the Led Zepps. Aside maybe Led Zeppelin 4. Led Zeppelin 4 is okay.
That's so funny. It's like one of the greatest albums in rock and roll history.
It was okay. It's all right. Ziggy Stardust, obviously, come on. Just
I remember you really liking that one.
Boom. Head blown. Moneymaker, Shake Your Moneymaker by the Black Crowes was
good.
Bingo.
Yeah.
The Who, Who's Next? Oh, this was a run. Well, the three. Who's Next? Born to Run by Springsteen, and Rush's Moving Pictures.
Oh yeah.
Then we went into Destroyer by Kiss.
No, and before that though, we did Queen, Sheer Heart Attack. So we did there was a crazy run there of amazing rock records. And then I remember that because I was thinking, okay, so what's next now? And I thought I want to bring Kiss into this somehow, but is this the right time to bring in Kiss? Because
it did. No, Queen came after. Queen did come after.
Are you sure?
I know we've had a long year. 37. Okay. Episode 37 was Queen.
Oh.
And episode 31 was Kiss, Destroyer. Okay. But Sabotage, Black Sabbath was great. I came around to Master of Puppets by Metallica. AC/DC Powerage is just I've gone and listened to their other albums, and there were a few earlier albums before that, and it's still for me is Powerage. It is just so good.
That's a funny one, because Powerage, if you're an AC/DC fan, obviously Back in Black is very important to you, but for the Bond fans, Dirty Deeds ranks up there, High Voltage ranks up there. So when I picked Powerage, I wasn't really sure which one to pick, but and Let There Be Rock obviously was the other big one, but that was I think that's one of the most watched episodes that we have, isn't it?
It's pretty close. Yeah. It's up there. Yeah, Hendrix actually is right close to top, if not the top. But yeah, wow.
Yeah.
It's look. Some of they've got some High Voltage has some great tunes. Same with Let There Be Rock. Sometimes though, I found that those some of the songs on there were a little. Same with Dirty Deeds. You kind of lost a little bit of the energy in some of those songs. I just felt like Powerage all the way through, solid top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That was my feeling, anyways.
Highway to Hell was another one that I wanted to bring in because it's pretty strong.
It's up there too,
but yeah, definitely,
yeah. Just before we keep going here, we got a pretty hard hitting question for Santa. Where did
Santa's beard go?
And now
Andrea Smith.
Isn't
that AKA Mike Semenek?
That's correct. That's correct. So,
what kind of deception is going on behind the scenes that I can't see?
Well, I remember the first time Mike posted as Andrea Smith, and I was like, hey Andrea, whatever. Hey. He's like, don't get excited, it's Mike. Right. We were maybe catering to a wider female audience. But,
that's so funny.
It was just Mike. Love you, Mike. Not just Mike. Obviously, Judas Priest was great. Iron Maiden was great. Nazareth. Like we went through some great albums.
Remember that little jag that you went on when I think we did Maiden first and you loved it, and then you're like, I'm going through like Power Slave and Peace of Mind and everything, and then we brought Judas Priest on next, and you said, "Forget it, man. I'm like Judas Priest. I'm going to go through like all the Judas Priest stuff."
Oh,
and then you put that shirt on, that the Eddie shirt, the soccer shirt. Remember?
Yeah, I was kind of like, it was before I got into Judas though. It was like I had the Iron Maiden, then we recorded the Judas Priest stuff after that. But man, yeah, then it went on Priest. So good. Obviously, we were just talking about Point of Entry on the last episode as well. Yeah. I feel like Screaming for Vengeance. My mom, big fan of Screaming for Vengeance.
Wow, Holly.
I tell you, I remember the one time they messaged me. They're like, "We're listening to Nightcrawler." I'm like, "There's like, come on."
That's super heavy.
Yeah. It was I can't even handle that. Here's Mike's response. I'm too stupid to create my own handle. No, get that out of there.
I saw Mike Semenik earlier.
Yeah, that was the Facebook Mike. We're on YouTube Mike.
Oh, I see.
We transitioned over to YouTube Mike from Facebook Mike.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, Judas Priest, fantastic. Like Bon Jovi, surprisingly, I was surprised by Bon Jovi.
Good record.
Except was a couple albums earlier from that. Except I feel like people were pretty surprised. Like I gave that a 5 out of 5.
Except like Balls of the Wall.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a shocker in comparison.
It's a perfect metal record. A lot of people don't know it, but it's really good.
Love child.
Oh, here we go.
No, that's fine. I'm not gonna do it. Maybe I'll do it later. Okay, real quick. So, but your buddy Billy Squire,
yes.
buddy Billy Squire, you had on your Christmas playlist. I listened to that one. I did listen to that tune. That's I've never heard that song before. And like the gang vocals that you said had all like the MTV VJs and stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so that was a B-side that he released with My Kind of Lover back in the early 80s. And it was just a throwaway track. And so I think they recorded that, and for the background vocals, he wanted to just add a little bit of like, atmosphere. And there were a bunch of New York and Philadelphia media types and radio station people and record company people, and he invited them to kind of join in on the revelry, and you can hear them in the background, and it sounds like a big party, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then he, for the video that went over so well, for the video, he went to MTV and had all the VJs kind of singing and cavorting in the background. So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
See, I like, because you hear about, what is it? It's Christmas time. There's no need to be afraid. What song is that? Do they know it's Christmas time?
Yes.
Yeah. Like obviously that's a big one, or whatever. But I've never heard that song. Like, and usually the song with like all the people singing, "Joy to the World." Those are popular songs, but didn't hear it. I will say, did he steal like more melodies from Queen's Killer Queen?
I don't know. We were pretty hard on Billy. Maybe we shouldn't be so hard. I'm
not trying to be, but like it's almost like he goes the da da na na da na 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 na, and it's like it's totally Killer
Queen. It's very Queen. It totally is.
All right,
but you know what? There's only 12 notes, so let's give Billy a break. It's Christmas.
That's fine.
Time.
I was just asking. I wasn't sure if it was like if you knew for
I totally
sure.
know what you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
So I hear that too. But it's, I don't know.
He almost uses the same words, but I'm just saying, like, I was just curious. I wasn't sure if you knew there was a story that he was like, yeah, he did that on purpose because, just like Steve Miller. Anyways, that's all.
It's an homage, not a
homage.
Right?
Well, that's see. That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting. It's an homage. Yeah. Nice. Hey, do you got any traditions? You do anything over there? What goes on over at the Jensen household Christmas to Christmas? Anything?
Not a lot in terms of like the tree is kind of the big thing.
Tell me about the tree. What's with the tree? What do you do with that?
I don't know. We just put the tree up and decorate it.
Oh, got it. Okay. Like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it is a Christmas tree.
Cool. Decorations, put presents underneath it.
Yeah, typically.
Nice. Cool.
Here's a little fact for you. Did you know that back in the olden days, And don't say when I was a kid, because it was way before that. They used to actually put the presents on the tree. So if you listen to those songs, what is that song? And I can't remember it. I can't remember the name of it. But it's a Christmas classic, and it says, when I get there, I want to see this and this, and presents on the tree, not under the tree. And somebody help me out in the comments. I can't remember.
I think it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
So the actual lyric is presents on the tree, because they did that. They would get those trees that were sturdy, and they would actually put the gifts on the tree as the decorations. But, as commerce marched on, the gifts became too substantial and heavy, and they had to put them under the tree.
Tried to put an Xbox on the tree. Would not work. Would not work. I'll be home for my mom said I'll be home for Christmas, but I don't know.
You know what? She's right. That makes sense. I'll be home for Christmas, because the lyrics are basically about what the person wants to see when they get home.
Well, just stop saying yes to everybody.
Are you talking to me? I'm trying to tell you a fucking story here.
Right. I love it. It's great. It's cool. So that was back when you were a kid. Neat. We just keep presents under the tree. For years, actually, they still have it. So I'm part Italian, believe it or not. You said mangi cake last time. I'm also have some Italian in me. Did you know this?
I didn't.
My dad's side's from the Sault Ste. Marie.
Oh, really?
It's like practically a little Italy up there, man.
It totally is.
Everybody's from Calabria, and it's just it's
Calabria. Yeah, it totally is. It's the Sault Ste. Marie. That's a funny story. I had a roommate at Laurentian University from the Sault, and his name was Enzo Alfano.
Wow,
how Italian is that? He was a paisan, man.
Yeah,
that dude was a paisan.
Yeah, he showed up with Genetti's or Pizzelli's every Christmas.
He showed up with Paul DiPietro, who played in the NHL. Remember him?
Oh, the name sounds familiar. PDP, yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
sweet. Yeah. Well, anyways, where I was going with that, every year they have a tradition. It's a Christmas Vigilia, which is basically a big celebration.
Pardon?
Yeah. See, everybody says the Christmas Vigilia. I for years I just still don't really know how to explain it, but it's just basically a big celebration with the family. Big fish dinner. It's always seafood.
Fish.
Yeah, always seafood.
Don't go there. Don't do it.
So, anyways, we did that every year, and we would always have a Santa Claus, and that kind of stuff. It was fun. It still is fun, but that was sort of the big thing for us. Now we have kids. We're trying to create our own Christmas traditions.
What do you do?
Well, right now the tradition is don't put any gifts under the tree, because if Hendrik sees them and finds out he can't open them, he's going to be pretty upset. So, so that is the current ongoing tradition. No presents until Christmas morning.
Oh, that makes sense.
Karina,
do you remember when you found out that Santa wasn't real?
Whoa! A little quieter, Brent.
What is Hendrix watching the show?
He might be. Kids they've all got smartphones.
Children's Aid. It's 9:30. He's probably in his room listening to In Flames or whatever that bloody band is. You subject him to with the Cookie Monster vocal.
Here we go. Christmas. Parents to the rescue.
It means vigil.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Vigilia is a classic Italian tradition. That's why fish is the main course.
Oh, okay.
Jerks.
What are you laughing for?
Not my parents, Brent. Sorry. So go on.
I like that.
When did I find out? Yeah, I was upset, man. I was beat up. Let's not talk about it. My mom's probably crying right now.
Why? What happened?
Remembers that? Well, I was pretty upset about it, man.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How old were you? Like 17?
I don't know. Karina had to break the news to me.
Yeah, it was just a couple of weeks ago.
It was the first thing she told me when we started dating. I couldn't believe it. So I went home and spent some time with my family to get over it. Why? What about you?
No, I found one of the toys in the closet, in my parents' closet, that I had asked for from Santa. And I thought, that's weird. Like, is he putting them in here?
It's your own damn fault.
I know. I did it to myself, right? I was like snooping around.
Yeah.
And so I have nobody to blame but myself. I was probably about 9 or 10.
Here's one from Andrea Smith. We float a tree down the lake and then collect random otters, then set up outside our house while all singing "The Girl from Empanina." Does this make sense to anybody? They're like, I botched reading it, but read it yourself. Does that make sense to you? Mike, you know what? Here comes my mom, because I agree with what she wrote this after Mike's comment. I want to celebrate Christmas with Mike. I agree.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And Mike, can you tell I've enjoyed too many rum and eggnogs? Good. 'Tis the season, my friend. 'Tis the season. Well, we're reaching the half-hour mark here, Brent. Like, I don't want to keep people hanging around too much longer.
I would like to see one thing, if I
What's
may.
up?
I would like to see a little bit of the behind-the-scenes work that you do. And the reason why I want people to see this is because, like, you put in a lot of work relative to the show, and like this background, for example, is very cool. But all the things that we might take for granted, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So can we have a look at what you do?
Well,
you showed it to me one day. This is why I'm talking about this.
Brent, I don't know.
This is not scripted or planned. Like I just think this is really cool. My mind was blown when you showed it to me. So let's have a look.
You want to have a look at this? All right,
Can you bring it up?
Let me see. Let me see if I can bring this up. I appreciate you wanted to talk about this. Hold on. Let's see. Where are we at here? Okay. Don't freak out. So there. How does that look? Can you see that? Can you see that all right? Okay. So this is basically an edit. This is a timeline. There it is, folks. Here you go. We're under the hood here. So basically, you got it's like you got all your video layers, right? So this is a video layer, and then within that video layer, there's another video layer. So there's a lot of things happening going on here, but I built it so that it's really easy for me to always update and replace things with. So if you see in here, we got, this is where I edit. Always edit the album artwork and the title of the episode, so I can easily go ahead and change that. Things of that nature, and then everything starts out like this, all in one go here. And look, so these are like the single shots is what I call them. That's just you. That's just me, sorry. And then that one's just you. So, when I do little edits and we got to bounce back and forth between each other, everything's really super easy for me to do. Yeah, audio tracks down there, things like that. So, intro. Yeah, that's generally what a timeline will look like.
I love it. That's great. Yeah. So, thank you very much for doing all of that work.
Yeah, man.
I basically just sit down in this chair and shoot my mouth off for an hour. And,
now, you do the factoids. If you want to give me an extra second, I can show you how that ends up looking. Real quick. So you end up sending me the factoids. Hold on, let's see. Shoot, I watched 3-hour streams. This is nothing. Thanks, Brent. Sorry, there it is. Shoot, I watched the rest of this. Is nothing. Hang in there. We've got 2 more hours to go. I really like the reticulating modulator effect. Impressive. Mike, have another rum and eggnog.
Yes.
Okay, so this is where you do the factoids. So you send me the factoids. I have another program that I go into here and that I build all these things out from. So I've done all these animations and stuff. And again, all templated out, all things easy for me to replace. But this is where all your information goes.
Oh, wow.
All in here. See that? I go in here. On the side here, I've got all of like my my templated things. So see, I got templates, like factoid templates. So I just duplicate things. And then I replace, and then I drag them into the episode, and things like that. And so here's like an example of like the, there's my Fly Like an Eagle 4.5, 4.5 graphic, that kind of stuff. So it's all in here, man. And you know what? Honestly, it's a ton of fun. Like, this is what I love to do. I know it's my day job, but as well. But this is just man, when you get to do stuff like this and like make it your own, it's a ton of fun. So hey, thank you, Brent, for letting me just take liberties.
Oh, you're welcome. It's a lot of fun.
Take liberties.
It always looks great. I see the edits usually Tuesday or Wednesday, I think, and then I go through and I give you the factoids for the show and everything. So there's a process. And sometimes, sometimes I get it on Monday, sometimes I get it on like Wednesday night, but we always make it work, right? We always hit the deadline, and we're always good.
Yeah, show episodes come. Sometimes we haven't, but that's because either I've been away or it's been tough. But yeah, it's that's good. It's fun. It's a blast. Here we go. Favorite band / album that you both agree on from Mike.
I think there's a lot of those.
Yeah,
So
Springsteen was a big one.
Springsteen was a big one. The Who was a big one.
Yeah,
Crows, definitely. Judas Priest, Iron Maiden. An interesting aspect of the show is when I don't like something and you do, and that happened with the Cult, right? And I'm not saying I don't like it, but I wanted to discuss the fact that, it was kind of a facsimile of, right? And people are like, well, why did you bring a song on or a record on that you don't like?
right.
And again, it's not that I didn't like it, but I just wanted to point out where it stands on the general landscape. It is not a Led Zeppelin 4. It's not, a Born to Run. But I needed to show this to you because it does in some capacity play an important role in the whole pantheon of rock and roll chronologically. So yeah, those were ones or albums that you didn't like Supertramp, for example. Right.
I've wiped that from my memory. I gotta give it another chance. I think. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Probably not.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's funny because that's a polarizing record. Either you love that or you really don't like it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they said. Yeah, I think there's quite a few that we're fans of. Together.
So if people are commenting, I have a question.
Which they are. Yeah.
So, what were some of your favorite moments from the show? What were some of the ones that stuck with you?
Oh, do you have a favorite moment or moments from the show over there? Hold on. Look at this. Boom. Pre-made question.
Holy shit. Where did that come from?
I used to be actually a graphics operator for City News.
Yeah.
So I used to actually type these things before they went live to air. So I just went.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Super quick.
You're a wizard.
I actually had it built before. So no.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Bobo. Bat out of hell.
Bat out of hell. The laughing at the end. That was one of my favorite. Absolutely. Like
I were a little unsure about sharing that.
We were going to cut that.
Yeah.
So there's a little behind the scenes tidbit. We were actually going to cut that whole piece out of the show because we were worried that it was in bad taste.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not in bad taste. We just thought maybe we could leave it in. Alex knocking his tooth out.
Yeah. That's right. That happened. That was like early on, though. That was Van Halen. Somebody got me a dentist. Yeah.
That's right. Van Halen, too.
That's right.
Yeah. Mom was a big fan of Bat Out of Hell. Bobo said hilarious. Thanks, guys. And mom, woman, lady. Yeah. It's been a hoot. It's been great. I want to play one thing before we wrap it up here. Do you remember this? This is the promo we put out. The first promo of the show. All right. This is
when would this have been? September 2021.
2021.
Or July,
2021. Yeah. So I just want to play. It's kind of. It was like we first thought about this. We're like, this is great. So it still kind of is, but.
Can I preface it before we roll it?
Yes.
So when we started the show, you and I had kind of talked it out. We didn't do any pilot episodes. We didn't do any testing. It was very much like ragtag, right? Like I had the computer over here, I had my microphone in front of my face. Like we'd never done this before. And it was just like, and you can see when you look at the earlier episodes, like just how like messy it is in terms of structure and there was no consistency.
Right.
So yeah.
No consistency at all. I was trying to find. I thought I had some photos of that stuff, but it's taking me too long to get it. So forget it. Yeah. So okay, here's the very first. Here's the very first promo we put out. Here we go. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm 31, and for as long as I can remember, I've loved music. Most specifically rock and roll. I just don't know much about what came out prior to 1990. Aerosmith recorded stuff before that time, right?
We should probably talk.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look
How
at that.
funny is that?
Yeah, it's just fun. I was like, we need a little something to tee this up. Sure. There we go. That was it.
See, the other interesting thing is that COVID was happening during that period, and I wasn't able to get a haircut. Everything was closed, if you remember. So you weren't able to go to the barber. There were a number of things that you couldn't do. And no, seriously. So my place was closed, and I couldn't. So I just like let my hair grow right out. And towards the end, it was like super long. And finally, you can see in the shows where it just went short back to normal. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, we're going to wrap this up here. We've got one final thing to play for you. Before we do, I want to just share a couple other things. Puppet and Magic Show from Deke with some other moments that he liked. Thanks, Deke. Yeah. Oh, man.
I forgot about that.
Oh, gosh, that one's funny. Mike, anytime one of the other loses their shit and can't stop laughing. Yeah,
that is fine. We have a lot of those.
My mother likes how we respect each other's opinions. Liking or disliking an album doesn't cause discord. You know what? You might be surprised with we pre-recorded the Book of Dreams. We might actually prove you wrong here, mother. That is a smart jacket. Thank you, Mike. And the one that he is referring to was the jacket that I had on in the promo. In the promo there, exactly. Yeah, I believe that he was talking about this photo. Yeah. Also, great guitar. This is the first electric guitar my parents got me for Christmas. Great Christmas.
A Godin.
It's a Godin. Wow. Absolutely.
Nice.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Then you wrap it up, and then we'll play a little video out. Thank you, everybody, very much. Yes, you're right. Sorry, that is my dad's jacket. Yep, sure, Dad. Make sure you point that out. Make sure we know that it's your jacket. All right, Hugo Boss Houndstooth. All right, dude was styling back in the day, still is, but with that thing, yeah, his jacket. I stole it. Thank you, everybody. Honestly, for like a great year, showing up, tuning in, and it's been a blast. Just looking forward to 2023. Honestly, it's gonna be great. Keep this going.
Agree. I have had the time of my life doing the show. I look forward to this every Thursday night. It is so much fun. You do so much work on the show, Alex. You're a wizard.
Stop.
This is exactly how I envisioned the show going, or at least how I hoped it would go. But, I think there's still a lot more to do. I think there's still a lot more records to talk about.
Yep.
And I look forward to it. So thanks for a great year, everybody. Alex and all of our viewers. Cheers to you.
Cheers. All right. Here for you to wrap this up. It's a little montage of all of the from clips from all the episodes we've had this year.
So this is one clip from every show that we've done in 2022. Is that right?
That is 100% correct. So
fun.
We'll play this out. You'll see the evolution of our set and the evolution of Brent's haircut throughout. Pay close attention. And we will be gone following this video. So everybody, thanks again for tuning in and enjoy. We love you.
I used to watch Much Music Power Hour.
Okay.
And they would play, metal videos. And this is like 86, right? I was 17 years old. And I wanted to see...
I wasn't alive. Go on. It took me a few listens to really get into. Yeah, it did. It did.
Are you kidding me?
I wasn't there, Brent. I wasn't there at the recording of Blood 7-3.
You know what your problem is? Not your problem.
No, tell me, what's my problem, Brent?
Well, you have a lot of problems. But the problem with this record is you call Led Zeppelin 5?
Led Zeppelin's 5th album, Houses of the Holy.
Better.
Yeah. The reason why it's overplayed is because of Puff Daddy. P. Diddy. Just
don't even don't. But the 9th song, and this flies in the face of my theory. Oh, you hate Pilot?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, it flies in the face of your theory. Okay, sorry.
I love Pilot.
Where did he come from, man? Like, just completely. Right. Yes. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. What am I thinking? Of course. Well, hey, good episode.
Starman.
Kooks. Follows Life on Mars.
Right? The sequencing is hilarious, right? Because Life on Mars is this very poignant kind of, tearjerker almost, and it's like, oh my god. And then you feel like standing up and applauding when you hear it. Yeah. And then this goofy song about Bowie's baby is like do 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 do, like it's like a joke almost.
But that's what I'm having a hard time getting over is like him yelling at me in every single song.
He smashed himself in the face with a brick
to get the bloody nose.
What?
So it's
What?
real.
Like, why? This is how you do it.
I was going to say, you're okay with this one.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, whoa. Did you guys hear that? There's a mouse. There's a mouse running across the floor of the subway across the street. Did you hear that? I sing my song to the wide open spaces.
That's right. I don't know if I would say this in mixed company to say that, I wouldn't make that comment. That this is this. I think this is like, I can't even say it.
You still
like,
can't.
I don't feel like it's, do you know what I mean? Just because
You
it's
still can't say it. But side 2, I love side 2. This album for me is all about side 2.
And that's what made Kiss great, I think. I mean, I shouldn't say great, but that's why Kiss succeeded. But you can hear, as he's playing the riff, you can hear his pickups squeaking. I don't know if you heard that, but it's like beep, 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 beep.
No.
You're going to make a joke about the mouse running up the stairs. Whatever.
No, I don't need to.
And I just thought that was like the coolest thing, right? A Walkman. Like I could walk around and listen to Metallica. Oh, my family's stylus was just destroyed, right? I'm like
dodging the rocks.
Look at you. Wow. What's the matter? What happened?
I just totally spaced on the lead singer of Guns N' Roses.
Axl Rose, you ding dong.
Okay, hold on, I gotta cut this. Yeah,
You're not cutting this out. You have to leave that in. I knew you were gonna love this. Like this is, what's really cool is that when I suggested it, I went away and I thought like he's gonna freak out when he hears this record.
You know what? It just made me realize too, though, was still how amazing the music was that was coming out of the 70s.
I love symbolism and I love imagery, but I just think this was like a bit of a reach.
If I'm dead tomorrow, nobody's edited this episode, so better get looking for a new partner.
This is what you got at the show.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah. So there's like pictures of the show and stuff like that. That is so cool.
I can't stop listening to Judas Priest.
No way.
Fever.
And double shot.
I'll help you out here. What did you call him on the podcast? Uncle Rick? Or something like that?
Oh. You should have a cup of coffee.
What's the matter? Just said eyeliner. Whatever.
What, bro? I gotta go home.
I'll go home.
Oh my. What the fuck are you doing? What was that?
It just feels weird, to be honest, to write an album like this. Because it's just...
It
just feels weird.
It's beyond rating.
It's funny because as I was looking at those, I was like, man, this doesn't really seem like a band. It seems like a duo.
It does. It's like Hall & Oates, right? It's like, is it two guys in this band?
Exactly.
And then you flip it over.
It was like Hall & Oates.
The two like reprobates are on the back. Like, oh, who are these dudes?
Doing all this stuff, right? It just as every single song played, that's what I pictured. Precious and Grace, were they prostitutes?
No, they're hitchhikers.
But not prostitutes, is what I'm saying? They weren't prostitutes either?
I don't think they were.
Okay.
I think like Jim Morrison's first love, what's her name? He was breaking up with a girl and he called...
Anita Pallenberg.
No. Wrong band.
Now that I explained myself, the dog story actually sounds a lot better than what I thought at first. So that's cool.
I'll just do all the talking. You just need the 10 bits.
I'm here, man. I'm here to watch Brent Jensen's Thursday Night Record Club live. The erection didn't even play into my mind when I read that. Because he was fat. That's all.
Squire made all the calls.
Did he? That was a bad call.
Yeah.
It's a bad call, Billy. The chicken man, the Kentucky Fried Chicken Man. What's his name? Kenny Rogers Chicken.
Colonel Sanders.
No, it's also
chicken.
No, what do they call it? Kenny Rogers Chicken. No. Anyways, I liked it. I like that more than It's About Drugs. So, yeah.
That's just the easy, like, it's about drugs.
Yeah, it's about drugs, man. It's the 70s. What do you think it was about?
Purple haze. It's about drugs.
It's about drugs. Easy.
Yeah. Done. Case closed.
Open and shut case, Johnson.